Major tech news, folks. You know those big AI data centers that everybody hates, that's sucking up lots of water and energy? Well, we might not need those anymore where we're going. Startup company Extropic just unveiled their new probabilistic chip today. It's not a CPU, it's not a GPU, it's a thermodynamic processing chip that runs LLMs not on regular binary bits, but on p-bits, probabilistic bits. This translates to 10,000 times less energy consumption than their counterpart traditional chips do today with AI. And it doesn't need these extremely cold temperatures to run. It could run at room temperature, drawing very minimal energy. So right now, all these AI companies are rushing to build AGI. So they're building these huge data centers with tons of GPUs in them, in clusters. But that's costing us so much energy. But with this new chip, it might be possible within a few years to run and power AGI with just a little room full of batteries. So how is it more energy efficient? Well, in your regular computer chips, like in your phone, your computer, operations are triggered by zeros and ones, bits that flip due to voltages through transistors. However, there are lots of electrons that are randomly fluctuating in your circuit boards, and what happens is sometimes they can trigger a false code. And so these companies have to build into the chips error-correcting codes and all these operations that require energy. These things are constantly doing it. Extropic is saying, screw that, let's just, instead of fighting the randomness, let's utilize the randomness in the chip itself. And so instead of using locked-in bits, they're using probabilistic bits that allow the randomness to occur, but in a controlled manner. They let all that thermal noise happen, all those fluctuations of electrons, but they tune the circuits so that those bit states, those p-bits, are triggered by those random fluctuations. And so randomness is built into the framework of these chips. So it does all the work that CPUs and GPUs do, but better, faster, and with less energy. Now, there's a couple caveats here. These new chips don't currently run with the current LLMs. We'd have to transform the way that these LLMs run. The frameworks would have to change entirely for us to run like ChatGPT on these chips. And more importantly, we don't know if these chips can be scaled at production levels that would suffice. We literally, as of now, just have a prototype version. But today, as we speak, NVIDIA has just surpassed $5 trillion as a company in valuation. But in a few years, with these new chips by this startup company, that may change the game. This is huge, huge news, and I'm very excited to see the progress that this company makes.